Good morning, everybody, and a very, very warm welcome to our next session of Empowering Morning Conversations. And we are continuing our journey in the area of communication. So using the power of communication, number 3 is what we are going to start now. So whatever we have done yesterday and the day before, I'm sure that you have used the distinctions, be with people completely, and to be with them with the intention to accept their point of view without changing it. And remembering that if you accept somebody's point of view, it does not mean that you have to do what they say. It also does not mean that you don't do what they say. And it doesn't even mean that, you have to agree with them, or it doesn't even mean that you have to disagree with them. You just have to be with them and get it. Why do we want to do that? Because we have an intention to achieve something with them in our relationship, right? So whatever you want to achieve with someone is going to require you, both parties, to be aware of the common purpose that you have. Okay? Whatever may be the relationship, there is a common purpose. Because all relationship, there is some giving and some taking. There is always a give and take. Always. And the common purpose is there for us to achieve. That is why we are together. Otherwise, we would not be together, isn't it? And there is something which we want to have, which we will have. So once you've gone through those initial stages and you are being completely with the person and you are listening to that person with the intention to capture their point of view, to experience the world sitting in their shoes, to understand their longing, their pain, their desire. Okay? Because when you do that, you may discover that there is a lot of congruence between what you desire and what they desire also. Generally, when we are with people and we are listening to them, our attention is more on what we want and what we desire, not on what they may desire also. Because we have an assumption. You know what our assumption is? Our assumption is that what they desire cannot be the same as what I desire. Okay? But there is a level at which what we desire and what they desire is also the same. Our attention is not on them. Our attention is on us and what we want. And in that state, you cannot, achieve any rapport with them. You cannot achieve a breakthrough with them. So if you have been following diligently the first two stages of what we coached you on, then we are ready to move to stage number 3. So stage number 3 is what? Stage number 3 is that we can start working together. All right? Because till that time, the way we are being with the other person is, we are thinking that I am here to fulfill my agenda. And the other person is thinking that I am there to fulfill my agenda. Both persons are not thinking that we are together and we are talking to each other so that we can fulfill the agenda which is common to both of us. Because we are not willing to comprehend, or we are not willing to accept that we have a common agenda. Now, so let us bring it to the practical part of it. Okay. So let us say that you have done the first 2 things. Now, obviously, you are trying this out with some people in your life with whom you wish to have a breakthrough. Is it right? No. Whatever we are practicing, I'm hoping that you've learned something from here and you're trying to practice it with some people in your life. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now think because you're going to have another conversation with them. You're going to be with them again. And I hope that you have followed the agenda and you have only tried to listen to them and to get their point of view. Okay. So what is it that both of us can work together to achieve? Now, this is a question I'm asking you to be aware of. Now, whoever you're working with, whoever you are trying to talk to, whoever you're trying to have a breakthrough with, what do you think is your common agenda? What is it that both of you want? What is it that you both can work together to achieve? Would you like to tell me that?
The one common agenda is everybody needs that connections. They want to get connected. They may not verbally putting it properly, but they have an inner longing for a connection. That's a common agenda, one of the common agenda.
Yeah, they have an inner longing for not only a connection, for closeness. They have a longing for affinity. They have a longing for oneness. Okay, that is there. That is a given. Other than that, what is a common agenda we could be having? Now, if you take the workplace, there will be a common agenda. If you take the family, there could be a common agenda. In some families, the common agenda is if we will together work to secure a good future for both of us. In a family, isn't that a common purpose for husband, wife, and children, that we will have a very good, happy, comfortable, secure future for our family? Isn't that what the common purpose is?
Yeah.
If you are in a business partnership, what would be the common purpose over there?
Both the parties benefits.
Yeah, we work together, we benefit. We support each other in areas where we require support. What else?
Yeah.
Think about it. What are the other common areas you could possibly have? See, sometimes, it is a common purpose which is specific to one situation. All right. Like sometimes people are approaching you. Sometimes somebody is approaching you and saying, hey, you do this or you do that. Correct? For example, if an unmarried girl is there and her parents are approaching her, "Ki beta, get married." What is the common agenda in that? See, sometimes the child will think it is their agenda, it is not my agenda. Yeah. But when a parent is telling the child, hey, you get married, what is actually there is a common agenda. What is the common agenda? Anybody? Let's do some brainstorming for those who would like to know what the common agenda is. What is the common agenda?
Seeing the future of the child.
Securing the future of the child. That is what the parent wants, right? Common agenda. What does the child want? What do you think the child wants? Child does not want a secure future.
Yes.
They do. But sometimes for the parent and child to both understand what secure future means to each other, right? So when they are willing to accept each other's point of view completely, they will understand, they may understand, oh, what they want from me is the same as what I want for myself. See, sometimes people don't go beyond what they're thinking on the top. Na? When they're saying shadi karo, shadi karo, shadi karo, they are not saying कि बेटा, we want you to be safe, we want you to be secure, we want you to be happy. Right? So if you're really listening to them, right, they may start listening to you to find out that, bhaiya, this person also wants to be safe, this person also wants to be secure, this person also wants to be happy. So when you get into a conversation where you can speak your mind, you can speak your heart, then it becomes clear to the other person, okay, look here, there is not much difference between what I want and what they want, but there is something extra which they want, which I'm not able to understand. So if I'm able to provide that, and we both can work to provide that, then we will both have what we want. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the time when, if you have been listening very carefully to them, if you have been listening very carefully to them, if they are getting your point of view, you will get a chance to tell them, right, where you agree with them. So there are many things in what they will be saying that you can agree with. No? You tell me anybody who's talking to you, they will be telling you many things. If they are not telling you many things, then ask them. For example, if somebody is telling you, okay, you get married, and you listen to them, and you want to know more about their point of view, correct? Anna? You say, yeah, I understand you want me to get married. But what kind of man would you like me to marry? Usual response will be, नहीं तुम बताओ, तुमको तो कोई पसंद नहीं आता. है ना? So if they say something like that, what would you respond? You would respond that, look, you're right, मेरे को नहीं पसंद आता. Right? But आप ही बताओ, आपको किस तरह का, आपको क्या लगता है कि किस तरह का लड़का मेरे को आपको सिलेक्ट करना चाहिए? Then they start thinking, na? Why is she asking this question? But always remember, whatever you agree with, you tell them what you agree with first. Because they are telling you, yeah, I agree that I should get married at some point. I also want to. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you are able to communicate to them the points where you are agreeing with them first, and ask them more probing questions to understand them, and you tell them that you understand their feelings, because if you are being present to them 100%, and then you tell them, okay, listen, I get what you feel, I can feel your what shall I say,
Good.
fear or your apprehension or your worry, I can understand that. See, remember now the conversation has moved to another aspect. The aspect is, what is it that both of us have as a common desire? Because once you have accepted their point of view, once you have understood where they stand, it is not about agreeing or disagreeing. It is not about doing what they say or not doing what they say. It is about taking to the conversation to a point where we both agree that we need to work on something together. You get what I'm saying? मतलब वार्तालाप को हमको लेके आना है ऐसे पॉइंट पे कि हम दोनों को समझ में आए कि हमको दोनों को मिलके क्या करना है to fulfill our common objective. Because what I'd like you to remember is that there is always a common objective. So now I want you to reflect on the conversation that you will have with those same people a little later. What is the common purpose that you might have? That is my question to you. If you have done the first two steps in what we talked about yesterday, you may be getting an idea about what is the common purpose that you might both have. And if you're not getting clear on that, this is your opportunity to get clear by talking with me. So while you're thinking in your mind what to do about this, my recommendation to you is visualize that person in your mind, whoever that person is. And allow yourself to realize what are all the things that you'd like to be grateful to them for. What are all the things that you'd like to be grateful for to these people? Can you be there in that state, please? And visualize what are you grateful for? Please reflect on it and share with us. What is it that you can be grateful for with regard to this person? So what is it you can be grateful for with these people? What is it that you can be grateful for? when you realize what is it that you can be grateful for, you can tell them also. You can also share with them your understanding of what you think is the common purpose that you and that person have. Because sometimes people forget what the common purpose is. People forget why we are having this conversation in the first place. Okay, so many of you are beginning to now realize what are you grateful to them for and what your common purpose could be. After all, you have been talking to them for the last 2 days. Yes, Priya,
So
go ahead.
one common purpose that I can see is both my dad and I want safety, security, and betterment of my life.
Right? What are you grateful for?
All those privileges that I have, I'm grateful for that. Like he always provides that space for me to be opinionated. Although we do have discussion, I'll say a lot of fights also. कि no, this is not the way. आपका opinion सही नहीं है. मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वो सही है. We have. I couldn't find better word for that.
That's fine.
Next is all the education, the safe place, a feeling to come home, and the time that he has spent with me, and क्या कहते हैं, all the time that we played, we enjoyed. He trained me to how to, ride a bicycle, or all those small things that I have learned from him. I'm grateful for it.
Right. So you now realize what the common purpose is? Yes. And you also realize that actually this person is your ally, he is not your opponent. You realize that?
Yeah.
And this applies to everybody. Once you start feeling gratitude to the other person, you will realize that this person is actually your ally, not your enemy. Correct? Now, this is the time when you can tell them, okay, let us work together to achieve this goal that we both have. Okay, दोनों का लक्ष्य है ना? Now you can have a conversation, say, all right, let us find out how to make this possible. That what you want and what I want seems to be the same thing. Now, can we work together to make it possible? See, till now, they were working for it, you were resisting it, or you were doing something which they are resisting. The moment you say, let us work together to fulfill our common objective, what do you think will happen?
सर जो काम 5 साल में नहीं होगा वो इसी साल में हो जाएगा.
Exactly. But how would you be relating to one another? See, when someone is working together with someone, there is a different way that the relationship will turn. Then it will be more like साथी हाथ बढ़ाना. एक अकेला थक जाएगा, मिलकर बोझ उठाना. It will become different, right? The relationship will also alter because you're working together. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So this is the point at which you have to bring it. And once you brought it to this particular point, then we will talk to you that every time you have these crucial conversations with them. So what is a crucial conversation? Important conversation in which you can be going forward and getting closer to them, or you can be going away from them. That kind of a conversation is called a crucial conversation. So there are a number of things that we have to talk about to take your communication to the next level. All right. But now we have come to a point where at least you realize what the common purpose is. You may be able to talk to the other person so that they also realize, this is our common purpose. And then you are able to come to a point where you can say to them, okay, let us work together to achieve the common purpose. Okay. This is what I'm doing for today. So Priya, would you like to now take them through the exercise, please?
Sure.
But before that, if anybody wants to ask a question, get some clarity, share something that they want, you can do that. Yes, Vetrivan.
Sir, we were talking about the common agenda and also relationship, important of communication relationship and also point of view. I would like to share one personal experience, which is something bigger. Before marriage, I was talking to my mother and all. My mother was pushing me to marriage, but my point of view at that time, like I had to get settled. So many judgments. This amount of salary I get only, I get married. So many things. But like we discussed, my mother, like she's a loving lady. Her agenda is very clear. I have to get settled. I need a partner to go in a life. But one point of time, what I did was I just completely removed my point of views. I surrendered to my mother's point of view, believing that, of course, she's my mother. I took her words seriously and proceeded. Now, touch wood, by God's grace, of course, there are some hiccups and some rough patches, but I honestly telling from my heart, no, it is a great gift my mother has given me at that right time. Everything, whatever she settled. So what happened in between was nothing but I just reduced my point of view of unnecessary questions. I just believed them. I just took their point of view, and life is wonderful. I just feel like sharing these tools.
All right, very nice. Thank you very much. So let me summarize again. We first talked about being present. We talked about being willing to accept another person's point of view without changing it. We talked about the necessity of letting the other person know that, yes, I'm getting your point of view. I'm trying to understand your point of view.
Yeah.
Giving them evidence that you are getting their feelings, you're understanding their feelings. Yeah. You are curious to dig deep, to probe, to find out what exactly their point of view is. And today what I'm saying to you is that when you start doing that, you will discover your common purpose, right? And you also will discover that they are your allies, not your enemies. When you can be grateful for what all you share together, what that other person is providing to you, being grateful for that, and understanding what the common target is, the common agenda is, and then telling them, okay, all right, you can share with them, okay, oh, this is our common objective. Let us work together to achieve it. It's important to tell them that, your understanding of the common objective and telling them that, okay, let us work together चलो मिलके साथ मिलके करते हैं. Then they will become engaged with you. Okay, then we are ready for the next step that is going to follow. All right. Okay, so we are ready for today's next step, which is that we will wake up our brains a little bit before we end the session.
Yeah. Are we all set?
Yes.
Great. So before that, I'll request everyone to be on camera, all the 12 of us. Yes. The first exercise that we're going to do is hand and fist. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Great. So first one is hand and fist like this. You close and you switch. Close and switch. Like, great. Let me know if you guys are interested in other learning new exercises. I'm doing that nowadays, learning more of brain activation exercise. So let's begin counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch to next, which is thumb and pinky finger. Okay, all right. So close and switch. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Hasina ma'am really got the exercise. I'm so happy to see her doing it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Next is the spider one, for which we need 2 fingers. First, index finger over each other, and then the middle fingers above them. Yes. And now we are moving our fingers in upward direction. Index finger is coming up from inside, and the middle finger is coming up from outside. Great, like this. Now we're moving our fingers down. Right. Down, removing all the toxicity and the negative things from our relationship. Like this. Great. So let's move to our next exercise, which is victory and pistol. Yes. Close and switch. Close and switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next is the elephant one. You clap your hands and you touch your nose with one hand and ear with another. Yes. You clap and you touch. Clap and touch. Have a smile on your face, everyone. Big smile. Clap and touch. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. The next is the fist one. You straighten your hands, turn, and join them together. Bring close to you. Make sure to join them really well. Okay, let's move our fingers starting from the thumb. One finger at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now move your hands out. Shall we do more, sir?
Tomorrow we'll start with the new exercise.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. So anybody, anything you want to say, any last words before we move on to saying our goodbyes for today?
So what's happening to the Shairis nowadays?
The shires are missing, so Shairi is not happening.
Kuldeep
Oh,
sir
of
is
course,
good.
we've got
But
Kuldeep
he's
ji.
there.
Oh, very good, very good. So
Yeah.
Kuldeep ji, how about some shairi from you, sir? At least we got one of our shairs back.
As दो लाइनें हैं। काम ऐसा करो कि नाम हो जाए।
कुछ ऐसा करो कि नाम हो जाए। Okay.
काम ऐसा करो कि कुछ नाम हो जाए और नाम ऐसा करो कि सुनते ही काम हो जाए।
अरे अरे वाह। काम ऐसा करो कि नाम हो जाए और नाम ऐसा करो कि सुनते ही काम हो जाए। वाह, वाह, वाह।
जी जी।
And Neeti, I think
Thank
you
you.
better translate this one. Huh?
सर एक एक लाइन करके बोलिए।
काम ऐसा करो कि नाम हो जाए।
Do such works that you gain appreciation, recognition,
और नाम ऐसा करो कि सुनते ही काम हो जाए।
and create the image associated with your name such that when people listen to hear your name, their work gets done.
Okay, let me also try to translate it. Yeah. Do such things that you make a name for yourself.
Yes.
Right? And you make such a name that your name makes things happen.
सर ये आपके ऊपर
हैं? मेरे ऊपर एक और बताने वाले हो?
नहीं, ये शेर आपके
ये जो है
ऊपर
वो
जो कहा है या आपके ऊपर।
Thank you very much, sir. Makes me
for
feel great.
you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You have a great day and practice what we are talking about. That's when you will realize the value of what we are saying here. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And see you tomorrow morning for another empowering morning conversations. I can see that some people are struggling to be there on time. I would also urge you to put on the group whether you are receiving that XLE link or not. So most of you who have come have probably received the link. Kuldeep ji says he doesn't receive it. So I will find out why he did not receive it. Okay.
Thank you.
So those who did not on the group, please let me know that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
God